Hey kinfolk, so today's episode is all about, you guessed it, lacrosse gloves and how much I really dislike the look of them. And I understand why people get them. They're very inexpensive hand protection and they're very effective. It keeps your fingers and your hands from getting broken, which tends to happen rarely, but it does happen, and this goes a long way to protect them. And I bought these online at on Google, or not Google, but Goodwill online for 12 bucks, and you can buy a brand new 50, 60 bucks, and you know that'll definitely go a long way to help protect your hands. Not everybody can afford, you know, $200 pair of, you know, leather gauntlets. And so yeah, so how should I put this? So this will definitely distract the look of whatever kit that you're trying to produce, or whatever kind of kit other people around you are trying to produce. So imagine you got a picture of your unit or your chapter or game, LARP, event, whatever, and you always have one guy in the background that has one of these gloves on, and it shows a very distinct lack of effort, and it drags down the overall look. And you know, if somebody were to be interested in that unit, that chapter, that LARP, or whatever, and they see stuff like this, they're gonna probably think twice about, you know, the kind of effort that you guys put into it, that they might not be interested in joining. And quite frankly, I don't blame them. And I hate the look of these things. They just go a long way to say, hey, we don't really care. We don't have much respect for people around us, and we really don't care to put forward any real effort to make these look a little bit better, more decorum. So today I'm going to show you guys how I would go about to decorating these and making these look, and blend them in a bit more and make them a bit more decorum. So here we go. Okay, step one, I started removing the sealant and the logos, and that's really gone a long way already. And just get a little bit of acetone, and that's, you know, that's a nail polish remover. That'll work. It's the same exact stuff. And I'm just removing the sealant and the logos here. It really doesn't take much. Really, really easy. And the reason why I'm going to take this off, I'm going to paint it with something else that's not so, doesn't stand out as much. So stuff like this trim, I could probably cut that away. So yeah, this took maybe about 5 minutes worth of effort per glove, and already they look, you know, 100% better, or you know, at least 50, whatever you want to say. This already looks that much better. Okay, so I got all of the decals painted off, or you know, peeled off with the acetone, and I took off the yellow trim, and it already looks fairly decent. It's not too bad, but I'm not going to leave it like this because it's a little too glossy, and you know, I don't like the synthetic fabric, so I'm not going to leave it like this. But this is how it started, and it's kind of how it is right now. So cutting off the trim took about 10 minutes. This is really tedious and boring. I'm not going to show you that stuff. But the next step I'm going to show you is really easy, and just requires a little bit of protective equipment. So here it goes. All right. So I got a bit of plastic tip camo. It's kind of like a brownish color, and I used it for another project. It didn't work out, but I still have it, and I'm going to put it to good use on this thing. There you go. Put the glove on. So I just got to wait, maybe just hold this fist here until it's dry. Maybe do another coat, some touch-ups, and not too bad already. Okay, nerds, that's basically it. I spent about a half hour on this. I could have sprayed it a few more times. In fact, I will after this. But that's a far cry from where it started to where it is. You could stop with just the logos, and it probably worked well with this, this burgundy and black. It might look pretty decent, kind of blend in pretty well, and not drag a whole lot of attention to yourself. And saying, hey, I've got an undercorm gloves on. And but browns, muted browns, generally will blend in with just about any environment. Nobody's really gonna just get their eyes drawn straight to that. It would look pretty. They would look okay. And again, it didn't take a whole lot of effort. Maybe an $8 or $9 can of Plasti Dip and some acetone, and that's all you really needed on top of the buying the gloves themselves. So just a little bit of effort. Respect the people around you and the effort they put into things, and put in the same kind of effort as best you can. The amount of time that you have available and the funds that you have available. But generally, if you can buy these gloves, then you can afford a $9 can of Plasti Dip. So that's basically all I got for you today, nerds. Be humble, be helpful, and be honorable. Thanks for watching.